Hello, guys. Welcome to FNAF Nerd 87. Today, I will be live streaming. As you can see, I'm live streaming. I will be painting my skull dog, and I will be also sizing it so that I can wear it without having to just put it up to my face and such. So before we start, I'm going to show you some of my other masks, the designs, and tell you a couple of things and information about the skull dog itself. So this is my light's gonna fall over. Okay, so this is the design for the skull dog. I will be just painting it with some designs. It'll have 4 ears. Those are not horns. It'll have 4 ears and a tail. I will be attempting to sew this because I haven't sewn my other masks. I hot glued pieces of the fake fur onto the balaclava on the mannequin. So what I will be doing today is painting and sizing this. But first I will be showing you some of my other masks and their designs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip my journal to the page of their designs, which might just take a second. Won't be too long. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, so not exactly sure where I'm gonna put them all, but this is Echo. She was my first dino mask. She doesn't look too bad because I've had experience with making masks before and things, but never these kinds of masks. So this is my first ever mask. Her name is Echo. She was inspired by a mobile game called Everrun. Her design is inspired by the first forest that you run through. And she's, I guess, a mythical fox, you could say. And this is my I didn't do nothing to it yet. This is my third dino mask. I sized it and things, so it's already all sized and ready to go. But I will be making SCP-1471, also known as Mallow, out of this T-Rex mask. And you're probably saying, like, why not make it out of the skull? Why not make it out of the skull? Because I didn't want to make such a basic thing out of the skull. Because her design for a skull dog, you paint it in black, add the black mesh, paint the white eyes, and then it's basically just a black fur hood with ears and with black ears and stuff, which is just a little too simple in things. So this is Deshea. She's a rain themed dino mask. She has really long ears. And how I got her name, well, this is my second mask. And she is a rain themed, so after every rainstorm there's a rainbow, so that's why she has the rainbow here, and she has the rainbow stripe down there. So this is her collar on her ear. I just put it there so I don't lose it. So her teeth are actually made out of epoxy sculpt, and I removed all of her other teeth because I wanted her to look soft and gentle, and she has sad eyes, which is why I named her Deshea. Let me explain that. So Deshea is actually Sad Eyes backwards. I was trying to find a name for her, so I was like, girl names that mean rain, girl names that mean storm, and none of the names fit her. And that is why I decided that I would start putting the words backwards. So I was like, rain backwards, thunder backwards, lightning backwards. Literally nothing sounded good. So in her design, she has sad eyes. And I took that as advantage to put sad eyes backwards. And when I did the text to speech thing, it went out as Deshea. So that is why her name is Deshea. Her full name is Desera Shea because my original idea was eyes are sad, and that all went to Desera Shea. But I shortened it to just Deshea. She actually comes with a tail, so I'll go get that real quick. So this is her tail. Rainbow fake fur because after rain there's a rainbow, and then it's got fluff and cotton at the back of it. This wasn't too difficult to make. I basically got a bunch of pieces of foam, duct taped and hot glued them together, and then just basically covered it in fur. I have not sewn any of this, and which I think it's a pretty good result. The band around my waist is made of elastic, and yeah, it's just super, super flowy fur, and I really like it, and I'm really glad about how this turned out. And Deshea does have a cloud prop that I made, but it didn't go exactly as planned. So the mask below, that is going to be for the future. That's my dog. But that was Deshea's original design with the cloud, and those were supposed to be beads and stuff. And I definitely changed her up. She still has the collar, everything else. Her ears became a lot longer, and the rainbow floof and the rainbow stripe and things. Unfortunately, I could not attach the cloud to hover above the head and not look terrible. So I decided that I would just keep it as a prop. I'll bring that out soon. But yeah, and then that was her original design for the tail, which I think turned out pretty good. I'm gonna flip to Echo's first design. I don't know where she went. Bruh. Okay. There they are. So the mask above is my little sister's mask. That she definitely changed up. But this is Echo's first design. She was going to have just some green right there instead of the flower. She was gonna have no dangle on her ears. She was gonna have some white right here and 2 rabbit ears up there. But I did change her up. I did not do the mushroom, but I did do the mushroom eyes the best I could, and basically everything else. So that was Echo's first design, and the School Dog's design. This one. I did show her at the beginning, but I'm going to show you again because I can. And because I can. And that's my explanation. Alright, so this is the design once again. I'm pretty sure I'm going to name her Razzie. I don't know exactly why. I was just playing Adopt Me in Roblox, and all of a sudden, Razzie just came to mind, and I was like, hey, that kind of reminds me of my Skull Dog design. So I decided that she's probably going to be Razzie. Even though Razzie is considered a boy name, because I looked it up, do not care to my Skull Dog. So I know I said that I was going to sand this also when I live streamed it, but I decided that I wouldn't because It sounds so annoying. It sounds so loud. It was just really loud, and it took a long time to actually sand to smooth all the print lines down. So that is why I did not live stream that part, and I did that part on my own. And now I'm just going to put my journal up so that I can see her design, because I'm not going to memorize every little detail she's got. So put that right back up there. I'm going to tilt the camera down now, because so that I can size it and things without you having to see my face, because I'm anonymous, kind of. Last stream, tried my very best to become anonymous still. So she has very, very good jaw movement, better than the Dino masks. She could probably open wider than that, but I'm not going to risk breaking the little pieces where the jaw hinge is hooked on. So I'm going to size the mask now, and I will be doing that with 2-inch elastic, hot glue, and a little bit of this. And I brought foam in case I need it, but it fits pretty well on my head. It's pretty comfortable, it's pretty cold, and I want to keep it that way, so I'll probably not use the foam for anything, but I brought it just in case. So I'm going to plug in the hot glue gun, and it'll take a second to heat up, so I could explain some other things if you would like. One second. The plug by the art table is very not easy to plug things into. Okay. While it's heating up, I will let you guys look at her, and I'm going to put my mask stuff away. I have arrived. So in Razzie's design, she has actually blue fur that's right down to here. So I'm actually going to be sketching where exactly it is so that I don't accidentally paint over that, because if I tried to hot glue the paint, it would probably not stick for very long, and it would not be the best looking. And who knows, it might not even look too good, but I'm doing it with pencil so I can erase it and wash it off. So in the chat, you can request songs, and it doesn't really matter if it's copyright or not, because I don't expect this video to be monetized, and I'll be removing the songs from the stream after it's over and it's not live no more. I'll be removing the songs anyways, so you can request any song you want, as long as it doesn't have inappropriate or bad words in it, because I want to keep the channel as family friendly as possible. A lot of YouTubers say, we're the family friendliest YouTube channel of all time, and they're really not that much of a family friendly YouTube channels. So I just want to reassure what I mean by family friendly. There's the mark. Can't really see it that well, but oh well. So every hour we'll announce that. It probably won't be that long of a stream because it's just sizing and painting it, but yeah, so I'm going to scratch up the top here, but first I'm going to be doing the sides right here, which is not 2-inch elastic, but I'm going to use the 2-inch elastic anyways because I can. And I'm not letting nothing stop me. So, how I usually do the elastic, I usually put it in the mask, just like that and things. And then I actually glue it and seal it and everything. And then I bring it around to the other side of my head, hold it in place. And then I do it like that instead of eyeing and measuring and all that. I don't think that measuring is very necessary with these types of masks. But that's just me. So I'm gonna pop out the hot glue. And I'm going to be very steady, very careful, get a nice amount on, but I don't want it to seep through the sides and look very messy. So I'm going to be extremely careful with that bit. And I'm going to be extremely careful to not get burned, because hot glue burns hurt really bad sometimes. Sometimes they're not that bad and you can just rub your fingers together and then flick the heat away. But sometimes when it's super hot, which is really hot right now, it can hurt pretty bad. So I'm just going to press this down until it's completely dry. I want this to be extremely high quality because though it's not expensive as other Skull Dogs are, like $300 and $200, this one was $90, but I did pay for it with my own money. So I want this to be very high quality because, it's a lot of money. And I don't have a job, so can't just regain it. So, trying to think about things that I could talk about. So my plan for painting this Skull Dog, the reason I'm not going to be doing a primer layer first is because I don't want to ruin the nice texture the skull has, because it has a very nice texture to me after sanding it. Feels very, very natural, I could say. And I want it to be able to keep it that way. But if I put a primer on, it probably wouldn't be quite the same. So I would not want to ruin its texture with a primer. So I won't. That's my explanation. I will not. So the colors it has is kind of like a light maroon, red, black, and those are the colors of the designs that it has. So those are the colors that I will be using. Any songs that you want to play, you can put in the chat, because I would not like to play a song that y'all are not very fond of. You could even request a SpongeBob song. That's what I did in my last stream. I had a couple people request some SpongeBob songs, and I thought that was pretty cool because SpongeBob is really good. A lot of you may not agree, but I agree a million times that SpongeBob is one of the best shows out there, and I don't care how old I am. I don't care if I'm 50. I'm still going to watch that. I'm still going to watch good old SpongeBob. boy me Bob. Okay, so now that the hot glue has completely dried, I'm going to go ahead and take off the tack and then put it at a quite large span because we don't know exactly how much we'll need, and we would rather have more than less because when you don't have enough, it's a lot harder to get more than just cutting it or stapling it. So all of that might have just been kind of confusing, but yeah. All right, so up here I'm putting it up to my face, which I will not be showing because my face shall not be shown on YouTube. Not too snug, just gotta make it so that it shall stay. Alright, so I got to here, which I'll probably need more. I shall try this again. Alright. So I'm going to cut it about right here. And go ahead and loop that through the little slot that it came with. And so, yes, I am running out of things to talk about already. This shall be an issue. So, I guess I shall tell you some stories, I guess. Or just random things. Because that is what I shall do. So, what I'm going to start with is the most simplest of things in the world. Like my favorite color. My favorite color is black. So yeah. And then my favorite FNAF character is Springtrap. And when I first started making masks, Springtrap was the first mask that I made. And he looks like Minecraft. And he's falling apart on my shelf right now as we speak. And I wasn't even, so one thing that I am proud of about my first mask, Springtrap, like my full-on, like, mask. So one thing that I am proud of about him is that I made follow me eyes without even knowing what follow me eyes are. So I'm pretty proud of that fact. That fact about him. And I am also proud that I made my first mask have a moving jaw. And though it's not the best moving jaw because it doesn't have a hinge, it just opens. And it's a small mask because I had to make it fit on my face and have the moving jaw at the same time. So that was pretty frustrating and everything about that. But when I first made it, I was super proud of him. And now I still am proud that he was like my first mask. And I took an attempt and It might have been a fail. I don't think so, because I brought it to school once, and a bunch of people said that it was like really cool and they really liked it, so that's pretty cool. But it does look like Minecraft, so that is one thing that I am not the bestly proud of, but I am pretty proud of him. And so, yeah. I say my second favorite FNAF character would be Ballora and Vanny and Lolbit. Sometimes I like forget that like some of them are like my favorites, and then when someone asks me my favorite FNAF character, I'm like, I name the first 5 that I really like, and then they're like, really, not so and so, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I can't replace any other ones that I said were my favorite because they're cool and stuff. Well, guys, the first strap is on. Once I get the top strap on, it'll have a whole lot more jaw movement. So, yes. Snags on your hair a little bit, but that's the only flaw that I can really complain about this one. So the top strap will need a bunch of scratching. So I brought some really sharp scissors, and I'm going to scratch it up, which will sound extremely annoying. So you can turn down your volume, or I could mute the stream if you would like, or do whatever you want because it's going to be annoying. Okay, I'm just warning you here and there that it will be quite annoying, or maybe not that bad. I thought that it would be worse. It's not as bad as what the sanding sounded like, I will say that. I might just be overreacting, I might be being a little bit dramatic about the sound of the sanding, but it made me cringe the whole way, feel like my nails were peeling backwards. Had the kind of nails on a chalkboard feeling, but if you go super fast with the sandpaper, it kind of doesn't feel like that. So that's good. So how's the quality doing? You do not have to tell me. But in the chat, can you please tell me how the quality is going with the overall stream? If it's not doing very well, there's not much that I can do about it, but I will be able to apologize. So, if you would like a free apology, go ahead and talk in the chat. So I scratched up pretty nicely. It's super rough surface. So it should have some really nice grab to the overall mask and stuff. So it turns out that I probably will be needing some foam because when I put it on, the jaw part is quite down. It's like right there, and my jaw is up here. But probably when I add the top strap, it'll be able to have jaw movements as if I'm doing this. Hopefully. So back down again. For the person who just joined, thank you very much for just joining. And to the person who liked, thank you very much for liking the stream. Very much appreciated, actually, though. Because a lot of YouTubers just say that, and I can tell they're just saying that. But I do appreciate it, because I am a small creator. And I have this much, which will probably be a lot more than I need. But it's best to have more than less, because getting more is much harder than just folding or cutting and then gluing again down the strap. So I might just scratch it a little more to make it have a wider range of it. I am very, truly sorry about that. If the sound is annoying, which I'm sure it is, so I am sorry about that, but it must be done. Okay. So, E. I do not want this thing to be falling apart anytime soon, so E. It's stuck. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna... Oh no. Yay! I was planning on pouring it anyway, so... Checks out, works out. So... Let's pour. Hey guys, does anybody want to listen to a song? You can request songs in the chat. There is nothing against that if you would like to. So go ahead and request if you wish to request a song. Okay, as long as it doesn't have bad words or inappropriateness. But if it does have bad words, I might be able to just play the clean version, but when it's inappropriate, you can just still tell, like, what exactly it's talking about, so... Yeah. That's why I will not be dealing with the inappropriate. Okay. Rip piece of foam off. Okay. I'm just pressing it down with a piece of foam so that my hands don't get sticky and stuff. So, yeah. What is your favorite word, guys? You may say it in the chat if you wish. Hey, you know, I think everyone knows this, but you know that girl who put Gorilla Glue in her hair? And there's another girl that did it as well. Isn't that so dumb? The first one, I don't know if it was an accident or not, but I think it was on purpose. I don't exactly remember. It's been a while. But apparently there's another one that did it. Stupid, right? Absolutely stupid. The Gorilla Glue smells terrible. Terrible. Are any of you Darman fans? Because if you're a Darman fan, then we are like automatically friends, okay? As long if people watch Darman, probably like they're not mean because the whole point of Darman is like lessons that teach peoples not to be mean. I mean, sure, like most of what he's teaching is common sense, but it is still a reminder to be nice. I don't care if you think it's cringe. Because yes, it is a little bit at some points. Okay, I'm not denying that. But I'm just saying I still watch it. Like a lot. Every day. On the daily. I do watch Darman Fam Studios. E.
Yeah, you got it.
Just making sure that there will be no access Gorilla Glue anywhere.
Now this is turn your comments on.
Oh, they're off.
Where's that basket, Kim?
Okay, so I'm gonna click the edit button. If the stream accidentally ends, I will reboot the stream and I'll come back, I promise, okay? And no, it's not letting me press it. That's so dumb. Okay, top chat. Okay, there it goes. Finally. Okay. It's now full. Here. 1 second. Okay. Be right back, guys. Okay. It is very freezing up a lot. So 1 second. So you said the chat not on. That is weird because I remember turning it on. So it should be able to work. Okay. Oh, I will. Okay, so it says allowing all comments. The chat. The chat says. Anyone? Live chat. Says it's disabled. This is so dumb. Allow. Well, that sucks. Anyone? I don't know why it says that it is canceled or like disabled, but it. Yeah, it says it's disabled. I don't know exactly how to turn it on, guys. Am sorry. Well. That is weird, because I remember turning it on. I really do remember turning the chat on. So, sorry that it won't be as good as the Circus Baby, the Scrap Baby stream, but I'll still. That sucks. Sorry, man. Did not mean for it to be off. I will explain why a lot of the times the comments are off on my videos as well. They're really weird. My YouTube is so weird how it does that to me. It's super mean as well. And just so you know, I don't mean it to be that way. I do not mean it to be that way, and it is like that. And I don't know why, but it's like that, because Dumb Diddlehead YouTube says comments are disabled, even though I allow them like 5 times after it's published. Like, I go to the video, and then I look at it, and it says that it's allow all comments. And then I say view on YouTube, disabled comments. I go to edit video, disabled comments is selected. I'm like, why? And then I click the allow comments, and even after I do that like 3 times, comments are still off. And I don't know exactly why that is. It's a YouTube glitch, but it is annoying, and I know, and I will try to fix it, but I have no idea how. So I am sorry that this live chat is disabled, because I remember that last time the chat on the Making the Scrap Baby plush, and even the stream tests that I've done, have had the chat on without even selecting to turn it on. It was just kind of automatically. But it's so dumb, because now it's deciding that it won't work no more. So that really sucks. And I am sorry about that. There's not much I can do about it now, unless I end the stream and then I create a new one, and we'll leave off where we were. And I will schedule it just however I want. Because, like, however, when it's all done being set up, I will immediately schedule it, if that is what you guys would like me to do. You could comment on one of my more recent videos right now if the comments are on. If they're not, I'll go check it right now. Well, not right now, but you could comment on the more recent, on the most recent video, and you can say redo the stream or whatever, or however you want to put it. But that is an option that you may do if you would like. All right. So I just finished putting the top strap on. Still kind of the same. So I'll be tightening it more. Stop snagging on my hair, you stupid one. My bad. That was a little bit of a face reveal. So hi guys. Okay, well, I'm tightening it some more. So hopefully this time won't be too hard to take off, won't be hard to put on, and it won't be hard to open the jaw. Because it comes with really nice jaw movements, and I want to have access to that. So again, I am very, very sorry that the chat is disabled, because... Okay, so guys, go ahead, comment on the most recent video, and I'll see if I can... If you want me to create a new stream Because I will do that if you want me to create a new stream and enable the chat for the next one. I will do it if you want me to, so go ahead and you can comment. The most recent video is FNAF 2 characters as Starman actors, so you can go to that one if you would like. And you can request what you would like me to do, and I will willingly do it. I found the culprit. I found the culprit to why the jaw movements aren't the best. It's because of this. It's because of this one. It's because of this strap. I'll use the foam at the jaw instead. So I'm just cutting a piece of foam, carving it nicely. And I shall be padding it as well with some thin craft foam. Okay, I'm gonna test how that is, how that feels. Right now, for the person that just joined, thank you very much. You may come and go as you please. Alright, so I'll still probably use the foam piece, but it's really all in the back strap. So I'm going to fix that because it is annoying me very greatly that it will not move in the right way. And I am very sorry that I'm not painting yet. I am just trying to get it so the jaw will function correctly. We're coming up on 1 hour. 1 hour of sizing a mask. Which is a little bit ridiculous. So I apologize for the flaws. We will be moving on as soon as possible. But it's just not yet. And I do apologize. I am sorry. This is not how this is supposed to go. Sights off. All this. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I fixed it. Look. I fixed it. Yay. How easy? No. Okay. Oh no. Our table. It's broken. Okay, so that means that I can loosen the top strap again. Because it was all the bottom strap's fault. Top strap did nothing wrong. I'm happy I didn't super glue the straps, or else I wouldn't have been able to tear this one. This one's flaws away. Yep, I fixed it, guys. And now, oh no, okay, and now we can finally get to painting it. So I have all the painting stuff ready. I'm just going to put all the things that I used to size the mask aside and only use the things that I need for painting, which will be paint brushes, pencil. Tilt the camera up just a little bit. Welcome back, or welcome whoever joined. We're coming up on an hour in 9 more minutes, so that is pretty nice, pretty cool, pretty perfect, I will say. The springs in here are very noisy. I'm not breaking it or cracking it or anything. They're just noisy. Noisy springs and noisy screws. So, whoever just joined, thanks for joining. And if you were one of the people that left earlier, thanks for rejoining. So, before I paint the actual designs, which are these, I'm going to sketch them out with a pencil so that I don't mess up. I want it to be as symmetrical as possible and as good as possible. So I will be doing the best I can with making this a high quality first skull dog. So while I sketch this out, I'm going to check the comments on the video to see if any of you requested anything, because you can go to one of my other videos in another YouTube tab and then request it, because for whatever reason the chat is disabled and I did not disable it. It just, there's been a glitch in my channel ever since I first started. Alright, nothing yet. No shame. So, hello, you can see my mouth. Okay, so for now, if you would like, it can be copyright. It can be copyright song. It can be any song you want, because I don't expect this video to get monetized, as said earlier. So you can request whatever you want, do whatever you want. So I will be placing a towel along the keyboard just in case paint water gets on the keyboard. So this might be a little loud at first, so I do apologize if it is. Okay, it's okay still? It's not terrible sounding? Oh, I forgot the chat was disabled. Frick. Already forgot. Eek. I'll turn my mic jack down. Hopefully you can still hear me all right. So I just turned it down. Now I'm placing a towel along the keyboard. Extremely sorry if it sounds bad or if it muffles my voice. Now I do have a microphone right here, so I'll just use that. Sorry if that was loud. I'm gonna mute real quick, okay? Just mute. Okay. Hopefully this is better. Hopefully it sounds better. Maybe it didn't even sound bad before, but hopefully this is exactly the same or maybe better. But I have the first couple design lines on the eye right now. And I'm going along the other eye to make it symmetrical this second. So I'm just going to pick a random subject to talk about. Last time we talked about how I got into my FNAF phase. Since this is a mask, I guess I'll talk about that. So, for the skull one, I really wanted to make the skull one because the skull looked really nice. It seemed like a really nice base. And I discovered skull dogs when someone I knew told me about them. And then I watched a video on a skull dog, and I was like, yeah, I want one. And then I decided, no, I don't want one, I don't need one. And then I decided I'm gonna buy one. So I had a dream that I got one, and that made me want one. So that's when I decided I was gonna buy a skull dog. And so I did. And like a week before I bought it, I made Razzie's design. And yes, I am just about confirming her name is Razzie. So as I said earlier in the stream that my first mask was Springtrap from FNAF. And it has a moving jaw and it looks like Minecraft. It looks like it was straight out of Minecraft and stuff. So all that. And I brought it to school once and a lot of people thought it was really cool. Because we're coming up close to 1 hour, guys. Excitement a little bit. So my second mask was actually Mangle. And I tried to make her have a moving jaw as well, but I did not have a jaw hinge. Little did I know that a jaw hinge even existed. So I failed to make her have a moving jaw, but that doesn't matter. Hello, person that just joined. I am sorry, but the chat is disabled for some reason. There's been a glitch in my YouTube channel. For a while, the chat is disabled. Sorry about that, but you can request things in the comments of one of my more recent videos if you would like to request songs or subjects to talk about. So, right, masks. So my second mask was actually Mangle. I actually reviewed all of these masks in one of my videos. It's called FNAF Collection Review, if you would like to check that out after the stream or right now. It's all up to you. But if you would like to check that out, you're more than welcome to. How about we switch the subject to why I started doing YouTube? So I've been wanting to be a YouTuber for a long time, for like 4 years or something like that. And I've always just made a bunch of videos on my tablet and on my computer, like pretending to be a YouTuber and like practicing YouTube stuff. And my original YouTube name was going to be The Challengers. Guys, pause. We hit an hour on our stream. We have 3 likes so far and 4 people in the stream. We have hit an hour. Yes. A little bit of a celebration. Like our last stream. My last stream. The Scrap Baby plush. Every time it hit another hour, we would pause to announce it. So, Why I did YouTube? Okay, so one of the first YouTubers that I found that I really enjoyed watching was Unspeakable. So that's one of the reasons why our YouTube channel was going to be the Challengers in the first place, because we were gonna do a bunch of challenges, and then like I was mostly inspired by like Mr. Beast and Unspeakable, because they would do a bunch of challenges and things. And I was like, hey, that would be really cool to make a YouTube channel about doing a bunch of challenges and stuff. And I might do challenges in the future when I like have people over, or maybe just with my sisters if we like that. But it will be a little difficult hiding our face all the time. Earlier in the stream, I forgot my camera was tilted up. You got to see my face. So, a little bit of a face reveal. Same with my Scrap Baby stream. But, streams are about the only thing that you will ever see my full face in. So, congrats if you saw that. So now, they were, Mr. Beast and Unspeakable were my big inspirations to become a YouTuber and things. And that's why I was going to name myself the Challengers, and I would do 24-hour challenges. I would do like sneaking around my house challenges. I was like 8 and 3 when I did all these. So yeah, here is some of the sketch lines of what I'm going to be doing. So really cool, really nice so far. I'm liking it. I haven't even painted it yet, so that to me is a good sign. So yeah, but then I got into my FNAF phase about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I knew about it for a while, and I used to hate FNAF because I didn't really like scary things. But then I found Siren Head. He's a Trevor Henderson creature. He's a tall, skinny guy that most likely will be in the forest or city, and he has a giant siren forehead, and he's supposed to be evil. But I like seeing the good in the scary characters, and I'm like making them good guys. So that's what I did with Siren Head, and same with Cartoon Cat. Found Cartoon Cat, and then I found Lighthead, which I don't think is a Trevor Henderson creature, but yeah. And me and my little sister would always listen and like dance to this like Siren Head songs and Lighthead songs. The two that we listen to the most are the Siren Head song by Aaron Fraser Nash and the Lighthead song by Aaron Fraser Nash. So we would always listen to that, and they would always be dancing in music videos and stuff. So it'd be like Lighthead and Siren Head would be like dancing and doing funny things in the music video. So I would always make them the good characters, make them the good guys. And then I found like Jeff the Killer because of Roblox and Cartoon Dog and like all that kind of stuff. And once you find one scary thing that you like, you're probably going to find another. And over time, that eventually led to FNAF. And when I first started getting into my FNAF phase, it was kind of right when online school was just starting. And I was just I saw some of the characters, and I was like, hey, that guy's cool. And I would always think that it was just the original 4, like Bonnie, Fetty, Chica, and Foxy. And did I say, yeah, I said Bonnie. So I would always just think that it was only those 4. But little did I know there was like 100 other characters. When I first started getting into FNAF, it was kind of like, well, it was about a year and a half ago and stuff, but I think you can call me obsessed if you would like. I don't care. It doesn't hurt anyone. So go ahead, call me obsessed, because I am obsessed. And I don't mind. So basically, yeah, just one scary thing kind of led to the next. And that is why I decided that my YouTube channel would be called FNAF Nerd 87. And that started because my Roblox username, we were able to change the display name. And I was like, Five Nights at Freddy's Nerd 87. And it was really hard to name myself that because for some reason it would say FNAF is not appropriate for Roblox. And same with SCP. Maybe because Roblox thinks that capital letters are abbreviations for something bad or something. I don't know, but it's like, this name is inappropriate for Roblox. So it's just a super long name, Five Nights at Freddy's Nerd 87. And then when the time finally came that I could finally have a YouTube channel, my dad said that I had to do a sport to earn it. And I never really was into sports, but it kind of paid off because now I'm able to make videos and post whatever I want. And being a small creator isn't a bad thing because everyone starts somewhere. I don't know if it will take off one day. Maybe so. Maybe if I start doing other things, I get more editing apps, it might just grow. And yeah, so that is something that I can talk about with you guys because I can. And yes, so basically, I'm saying basically a lot. That's kind of the origin story of my phases. And get this, I used to really be really obsessed with trolls for a long time. Like trolls and things, but yeah. Here is the sketches. They're looking pretty fine. So to the person who just joined, you might have been someone here earlier, or you might not have been. One second, my microphone fell over. Okay. So to the person who just joined, or you might have been here before, the chat is unfortunately disabled. I do not know why it's disabled, but it is. I never disabled it. I am sorry about that. So you won't be able to chat, but you are more than welcome to comment in one of my videos suggesting a song that you would like to play or a subject that you would like to talk about. But I forgot what I was talking about already. Oh, right, trolls. I used to be very into trolls. And I was obsessed with them, like Trolls the movie. And yeah, I used to be obsessed with a lot of things. And now I'm obsessed with FNAF. And I feel like that will last longer than most things that I have been obsessed with. Like, I still enjoy Trevor Henderson creatures and Cartoon Cat and things and Siren Head, but it's not it never got as deep as FNAF did. So, yeah. At school, when people didn't know me, they would just call me tall FNAF kid. Cause apparently I'm tall and I don't like being tall that much. Cause I don't like towering over people and just constantly being told like, oh my gosh, you're so tall, and like stuff like that. Like, I get it, it's like a compliment, but I don't really like it. So yeah. That's what people would call me if they didn't know who I was, because I wear my spring Bonnie jacket to school and my binder cover was FNAF characters throughout the year. And I don't know if you've seen my wall in my room, but they're covered with FNAF drawings and things like that. So that is my room, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I could show you if you would like to see. I'm done sketching around the eyes. These intricate details. So now what we're going to do is draw out stitches on her face, because I made her design have stitches. Those kind of look like lines because they don't have the best camera quality, but those are stitches. So and yay, someone commented. Thank you for joining my stream. Hello. Better Roxy than Foxy. So, yes, she has like stitches down the eyes and stuff. So, if you could not tell by now, I am pretty good at art. I made a lot of stuff, and maybe you watched the video of the FNAF collection review. I don't know if you have or not, but you might have. Not the review, but like just FNAF collection review, and it's me in a full-on disguise holding, I think, my mangle head. So, that one I showed a Monty cardboard statue that I was working on, which he collapsed. He broke. He was standing there for a long time. I was so burnt out about working on him that I just decided that I wasn't going to work on him for like 2 months, and he stood there for a long time. He got knocked down a lot because I have a bunch of dogs and clumsy dogs, and he fell down many times. He needed repairs like all the time, and when he just wouldn't stay together anymore, I decided that I would just take him apart, put him in my garage, and leave him there for another day. So that's what I decided that I would do. Yeah, he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool when he was alive, but he's dead now. It did take a lot of work, but all good things come to an end. let's see what to talk about. Oh, right. So in one of the review videos, I think I said that I would make like a series called and I would edit like these, like a burnt chicken nugget and like a shampoo bottle or something, and I would make up like stories and like have them talk about stuff and things. It'd be like shampoo bottle and burnt chicken nugget or something like that. And I don't think I'll be doing that anymore because the only thing that I actually edit on is Google Slides. And I think that I would rather not edit all of that on Google Slides. But it'd be just little stories of how their life is and everything like that. But yeah, I think that is cancelled. But I shall figure out a different series to do instead. So I am officially done sketching out the intricate designs. So the stitches, and I added 2 others right there. Yes. Or. Yeah. I used to near the beginning of the school year, I used to go around the playground and I would just be singing that so loud. Okay, I think it's finally time to start painting the skull, the whole point of this video. We can finally get to it. Alright, so I'm just going to fill in the palette with paint. So I'm using acrylic paint. I'm not using a gesso primer first because I don't want to ruin the texture of the actual skull because I think that the texture is pretty neat and I don't want to destroy it because I don't want to. So I won't. I will instead seal up the paint with something, with like a paint sealer, not just with something, but yes. I'm going to mute and I'm going to move my computer that I am filming with over here so that you get a better angle of what I'm painting. So I shall be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, I forgot the chat was disabled. Sorry about that. I hope that you can hear me alright. But I wanted to get it at a better angle so you could actually see a little bit of what I'm actually painting. So 1 second, I'm going to move it a little bit more this way. Okay, I'm back. I unplugged the microphone because it was not going where I wanted it to. Hopefully the audio is still okay. Anyways, it's time to paint. So, I need to pick a subject to talk about. Well, I will just explain exactly what I'm going to do as a subject. Alright, so I need a very thin, very small paintbrush because these intricate details. So I will be doing the other side first. So, yeah. Or I could do this side first so that you could see more of what I'm doing and you guys won't be bored out of your mind. Okay, so as showed in the design, all this part will be black painted, and I will be using a paint sealer instead of a primer first because it probably gives it enough texture to stick to, and I don't want to ruin the texture of the skull. As said many times before, but I'm going to say it again because I'm running out of subjects. I could talk about Okay, so I guess I can talk about Roblox a little bit, just a little bit. So, I play Adopt Me a lot. Recently, I have been playing a lot of Shrek in the Backrooms because the Backrooms are cool and Shrek is cool. So I'm playing Shrek in the Backrooms, and me and someone I know were on a Google Meet once, and we were playing Shrek in the Backrooms, and my little sister called it something, and we were like, let's call it the pixie stick instead. Well, my friend said that, so he made up saying the pixie stick instead of the Backrooms creature for whatever reason. And earlier today, I found this old like 3D pen printed like thing that I don't know who made it. Like it might have been me, it might have been my little sister, it might have been my dad. But I found it in a bucket, and it looks exactly like the pixie stick mixed with the old lady in the wheelchair from SpongeBob. And it was really funny, and I decided to keep it, and I'm probably going to make a little wheelchair for it. So that's something to look forward to, and just something that I can tell you. So here is all of the things that I like. I'll just say that. I'll start with very simple things, and then I shall grow on. All right, so I like the color black. I like maroon, and I like kind of like a stormy blue color. Kind of like purplish blue, but not purplish blue. Like kind of like grayish purplish blue. It's a tiny bit light, but a tiny bit dark at the same time. It's hard to explain, but I'll just call it stormy blue. So, you know what? Instead of talking about stuff, I think I'll just play music for now, and if I come up with a subject, we'll talk about it. Because I, I don't know exactly what to talk about, and I don't want to just keep saying the same things that I've said over and over again. So instead, I'll just play some music, not too loud in the background because I don't want it to sound very badly or very bad. But I'll play some music. Um, I'll play. I'll probably play like instrumentals, maybe some SpongeBob songs. It'll take a second, but I'll get a cue set. I'll get a little playlist made real quick, okay? So we'll be back. Instead of getting a little playlist, I think I will like play the same instrumental on loop. And it's not like an annoying instrumental, it's just kind of basic, just a little calming and stuff. It's called Illusion by Aether. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to play that on loop. I'll change it eventually, but I am running out of things to talk about, so I shall play songs instead. I'm gonna change the song because I don't know how you guys like it that much. I don't know if you like it. I don't know if it sounds good. I don't not know. So I'll change it to something that's not too strange. Sorry, man. I'm having a hard time figuring out a calming a song that I feel like everyone would like. So it might be a couple of minutes. Sorry, man. Okay, so I decided that I would play Shadow Bonnie Music Box instrumental because I have not much other ideas of what to play, and I don't want the audio to be very bad and things, so I will have it pretty quiet, but you guys could turn up the stream if you would like. I'm gonna play that, and I'll alternate between some songs. So, here. Guys, I know exactly what to play. I don't know why this didn't come to mind earlier. I'm gonna play the Among Us beat. Among Us beat. Okay. Trap mix. 1 hour. Let's do the hour loop. Here you go. There's an ad. No wonder there's an ad. All right. Okay, so I paused the music real quick to show you the progress of the school. I think it's going extremely well. I think I did a pretty good job on staying in and getting all those intricate details all in at once. And thanks to those of you that stuck around. Very, very, very highly appreciated. Extremely appreciated. So I think that she looks beautiful so far. She is going great. So now I will be shading around the teeth and stuff and around the eyes. Maybe not around the eyes. I'll probably wait for the eyes to dry a little bit more before I do that. But I'll be doing the shading around the mouth and the teeth. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause the music for you and then we'll keep going.
Still live streaming. You want some lunch?
No, thank you. All right. Time to do the teeth. Alright. It's going quite well. I wish that my quality was as good as eyesight. You could see the diversity of colors a whole lot more. But since it's not, oh well. Alright. Koopa. How you doing, hun? Take a moment to look at my beautiful dog. He's so beautiful. Alright. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, that took a while to get the shading and the teeth done. We're going to be filling in these little holes and shading this part now.
but she said that she loved you very much. Okay. Okay.
Dang it. We completely missed the 2 hour. Oh, dang. Sorry about all that. I was kind of staring into space. Because I'm a little tired. But the good news is we're almost done. And thank you for the one person that stuck around the most. Very, very, very appreciated. Whew. We are nearly done. We are nearly there, guys. Coming up on 3 hours. Not as much as the last stream. That one was almost 5 hours long. Alright, so now we have almost the final shades done. And I am pretty happy with how it is turning out because it looks very bright and it kind of looks even a little clownish, kind of like Joker-ish with kind of like that and the long stripes around the eyes. And I'm not ashamed of that. I think it's pretty cool. And so the last parts that we're doing is some just a little bit just around the eyes, and then maybe a little more kind of like on the actual teeth to give the teeth a little more life. And then we'll be kind of forgot what I was gonna say, but it'll come to me when the time arrives. So it's overall turning out really well, and I am pretty happy with that. Looks real nice. And yes, this part, the shading parts up here are supposed to look more messy because I want them to look like natural messy skull stains, like burned skull stains. I don't know if burned was the right word for that, but we are nearly done. I'm finishing up on the bottom jaw because bottom jaw's shading is extremely bare. So I'm finishing that part up. Oh, that's the thing that I was gonna do. I was gonna fill in the cracks. Alright, good thing I remembered that. Because in the 3D print, it comes with details of actual cracks in the skull. So I gotta fill those in. The hour of the Among Us beat ran out. Jeez, bro. The toothpick will not keep paint for very long. Alright. Just finishing up the last of the shading. I think that the teeth are fine. I don't think that they need any more attention. Okay, we are nearly done. It has been a while. Time for the very little amount of shading around the eyes. Alright, guys. Guess what we did? We finished. Basically, everything is dry except for the very little amount of recent things that we did to it. So, we put it on. Here. I'm gonna go that way. So it has less light. Here. We finished. So thank you to the people that stuck around for the entire stream. Like seriously, you guys stuck around for a long, long time. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. If you would like me to stream making the ears or doing something like that, you're more than welcome to let me know, and let me know what kind of content you want me to create next, and I'm going to try my best to fix the issue with the comments always being off with my videos. So even when I turn them on, like it's still always just automatically turns off. And I'm not sure exactly why that is, but it happens. So I'm going to try to fix that. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking around. All right. Bye, guys.